Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. In today's Ohio Country Life vlog, I just thought I'd field a few questions that I get down in the comments below quite often. Thought I'd take an opportunity to answer some of those. One of the biggest questions that I've gotten, especially over the last week or so, is if we're doing okay, given the current state that we're in with what's happening. And I can assure you all, the wife and I are doing fine. We both work at essential jobs, so we're not working from home. We're both commuting to work, but we keep our distance. We stay in our offices, keep the doors closed, and when we're not at work, we're straight back home, doing our thing. So just to put everyone's mind at ease that are concerned about Lori and I and how we're doing fine. And I hope everybody else out there is staying calm and doing the same. Now, most of you know that have been with my channel for quite some time, I've been doing an editing called overlay or cloning or whatever, where I portray the Schickster and myself in the same scene. And I know some recent people on board at my channel have asked me, who is that? He looks just like you, or do you have a twin brother? And I'm just letting you know, it's just me. The editing on that's pretty easy. Getting the timing down to talk to yourself when there's no one there is the hard part, but it is fun. There was also some questions on who I was going to do a collaboration with when I discussed that a couple, 3 weeks ago. The collaboration I've been looking forward to doing for a few weeks here now happened. That collaboration was with my friend Brock. He's got a small YouTube channel he just started up called BIR. And if you go back quite a few months ago, I did a whole shout out video and a thank you video. And Brock, who at the time had a channel called A Fat Guy Drinking Beer, is who I gave the main shout out to in that channel. And then he just kind of decided, you know what, I need to put this YouTube stuff to the side, and walked away from it. And finally, thankfully, got back into it, started another little small channel just to have fun. Not look at the analytics, don't worry about subscribers, none of that. Just be on his terms to post a video. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long, of whatever he wants, and just to make people laugh. And I am so happy he's back. And I'm glad that he came down last weekend, because the two of us in the 3.5 days had an absolute blast. It's very rare that I meet someone that has the same weird, goofy sense of humor as me. And there's so many things that we have in common. I'm not going to get into all of them, but basically our sense of humor. We're the same age. I think we only differ in age by about 16 days. About the same weight, same height. We just have a ton of things in common. But our sense of humor is at the forefront of that. And while he was here last weekend, we had an absolute blast. I honestly can't remember the last time in my life for 3.5 days I laughed as hard as I did in a stretch of 3.5 days. We just had a good time. And believe it or not, the intentions were to film a bunch of stuff, but we just got to know each other even that much more. And while we did get some filming in, I think we got some good stuff in. I'm just kind of glad that we put the YouTube stuff to the side for a little bit and got to know each other. But we did get some stuff filmed. And it don't hurt that he has a radio voice. He used to work in radio. It's kind of neat having a collaboration with a guy that has the same sense of humor as me, that can do 20 or 30 voice characterizations. It's pretty cool. And I know I've brought this up several times about our garden and when we're going to start planting. The big thing right now with a lot of YouTube channels, especially the Homestead channels, is getting the seedlings going and getting their plants ready to get in the ground here soon. And I am envious of it. I love seeing the starts of these, people's greenhouses. It's getting me motivated. But I honestly think, other than some potatoes and onions, as I mentioned before, it will be probably Mother's Day or right around there before we get the main garden in. Because by then, any chance of frost is gone. Sometimes too, I'll get in my comments, hey, I noticed you were in a live stream on such and such a day. I said hi, and did you see I was on there? And I want everybody to understand, while I do go to some live streams, I have a hell of a time trying to keep up in that chat. I really do. I usually just try to pop in and say hello everyone, or evening folks, or morning folks, and try to engage with the person that's hosting it. Try to get them to laugh. And then I usually leave. I'm only in there for 5-10 minutes at the most. So if you see me on a live stream and I don't acknowledge that you said hi to me, it's not because I'm ignoring you. Please, trust me. I just don't spend a lot of time in the live streams or go to live streams that often. Although I do like going to new horizons and seeing if I can get Susan to get tickled. And Lori over at her crochet corner. I don't know why. Those are two of my favorites. Oh, and I can't forget about Rick Bork on his live streams. He usually tries to put one up on Wednesdays. That's my beer drinking crowd. More recently too, I've gotten a lot of requests to do more fishing videos. And I fully intend on doing that. The weather's going to break here at any time, and I certainly will put together some fishing videos. I'll try to put some humor in it too. But you can bank on seeing a few of those here in the next month or two. Some others have recently asked if I'll be doing some mushroom hunting this year, and if I am, will I be filming it? Yeah, I'll be doing some mushroom videos. I think the first grays, morels, are probably about, I'm going to say a good month away. But even more than that, I'm looking forward to midsummer when the good mushrooms start coming out. A couple others have asked me how the chickens are doing as far as laying eggs. We got 16 Isa Browns, and they're just about up to 1 a day each. I had 15 today. The other day, or the day before, I think it was 13, and for a while there it was 12, and before that it was 10, but I think they're just about there for each one of them at an egg a day. Thanks for joining me here today at Schick Happens for this Ohio Country Life vlog. I hope I was able to answer a few of these questions, and I'm sure there'll be some more down the road that I can certainly field in an upcoming video. I think in the next Ohio Country Life vlog, I'll be getting the asparagus bed salted, maybe plant a few Red Haven peach trees, and there's some apple trees out back that need to get pruned. So that might be part of the next vlog. But I do appreciate you joining me here, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Cheers.